It's Saturday, February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm gonna be spending my Valentine's Day getting things shoved up my ass. I'm getting a colonic today. And I thought I might as well document this process. I've never gotten a colonic before. We are about 100 days roughly out from the wedding. And I've been doing so many things to prep in terms of like skincare, health, fitness, all of it. And I really feel like I want to start documenting it more for you guys and maybe put this together in a vlog. So if you're seeing this ended up getting put into something that's gonna see the light of day. But I'm about to go get my very first colonic. I'm kind of nervous, but I'm also kind of excited. Like when you hear about the fact that there can be 5 to 7 extra pounds of matter stuck inside of your intestines, I mean, imagine how light you must feel after that. We're gonna find out, and I'm gonna let you guys know my honest reviews. I'm a little bit nervous. The lady said that I can bring a blanket and some socks in case I'm cold in there, and I have no idea what to expect. I'm also doing something with my feet, like something where they like, I don't know, it like detoxes like all of your organs through your feet or something. So yeah, let's go find out.
Everything that you eat that it's, let's say, processed food, additives, colorants, it starts coming into big pieces into your small intestine, so the absorption is not good. And then when it comes into your colon, it arrives so hard that it starts coming and accumulating on those folds on both sides of the walls of the colon, creating the buildup and sensation of being full. We're always eating, so there's gonna always be fecal matter there, but not stagnant. That's what we don't want, okay?
Right.
Ideally, with at least 5 sessions minimum, the water will be able to go further and further and further, and you want to get here, the ascending colon, which it's where everything happens. Absorption in your body gets better, your mood, your energy, your metabolism, nervous system, coagulation.
How much can be in there?
The average person that goes to the bathroom every day, that has bowel movements every day, can accumulate between 5 and 20 pounds of fecal matter.
20 pounds?
Stick to the walls of the colon, like layers and layers and layers. You know Elvis Presley?
Yeah.
Just research. When he died, you know, he was like the last years of his life, like a funny, weird body, in which he was slim, but
kind
a
of
huge belly.
Yeah.
Okay. When they did the autopsy, they had 70
No.
pounds of fecal matter.
70.
He died on the toilet, in the bathroom. So probably that was part of the problem, okay? With colon hydrotherapy, the water will be able to go into these folds, softening everything else so you can release it, right?
Yeah.
So session after session, like I say, will go further and further. And the further it goes, the older it is and the darker usually is when it comes out.
Okay.
Because it's hydrotherapy, so it's water therapy.
Right.
You are exercising your colon, so it makes it stronger. It helps you recover the movement if you do it regularly. So that's pretty much the idea. Not only get clean, so also maintain it.
Yeah.
So you will get stronger and you will help your colon do not get diverticula or other type of things that can happen there if we don't take care of it, right?
Yeah. Also
Prevention of colon cancer. And 90% of illness starts in the colon because of what I told you. I do it weekly, and I do it with coffee enemas.
Okay, you do a coffee.
Oh, weekly. That's a must. It gives you energy, it's for inflammation, it's anti-aging, it's liver detoxification, it controls your hormones, it's great for the skin.
You have amazing skin.
Oh, thank you, you too. You too.
Like,
you're very young,
your
so
skin
this
is
the
like
time
glass.
to take class. So I'm 52, and that's the way I take care of myself. And when you do coffee enemas, your liver releases between 600 and 800% more of the glutathione. It's like, what?
Right.
So this is the colon hydrotherapy device. This is what's called an open system. Open system is that you're gonna release, like if you're in a toilet, you're gonna put a nozzle. You're gonna receive water through the nozzle, but you're gonna release around the nostril. So your anus expands so you can release. So there's going to be no others in the room. You're not going to get dirty, and when you're done, you have a sprayer to rinse off. And you can see everything here because we have a camera monitor. And you can see it down there also, okay?
Oh,
it's a clear viewing tube.
Yeah.
So you will see it in both ways. It doesn't record anything, it's just a camera pointing, so you don't have to be tilting your head. Okay?
Right. Oh my God, you guys. I'm scared. What am I doing? Okay, I'm in the session. It's gonna be 45 minutes. This is wild. Feels so weird. Oh my God. I'm just trying to relax. She told me to like try to be as relaxed as possible. I will say I'm understanding the phrase now why when you're like type A, you would say like, oh, I'm so anal. Or people would say like, you have a stick up your ass when someone's like super. And it makes sense because it's really hard to relax when something is quite literally up your ass. I'm like, oh God. I'm trying to remember to just like not be tensing and not be clenching and just relax. Everything's fine. Got my blankie to be cozy. And she also put a heat pack on my stomach. Some nice little moody lighting in here. It's kind of a vibe. There's also this massage thing to massage on your intestines while, whoa, okay, there we go. Got the heat pad plus the massager. Wow, it's next level.
If you don't move your feet too much, then you'll start seeing different colors.
Oh,
and
okay.
Every color will mean something different, and you can take a picture and you can zoom it and you can see the colors better.
Okay.
And what does it mean, okay?
Wow. So try to keep my feet as still as possible?
Yeah, it's not that you cannot move it, but
okay.
you feel comfortable like that, or you want me to put it back a little bit more?
Okay, so now I'm doing an ionic foot detox, which essentially can detox all of the different organs in the body through the feet. So we'll start to see different colors get like expelled into the water, and each color can be associated with a different part of the body that it's clearing or cleansing from. If it's brown, it's detoxing from the liver. If it's green, it's detoxing from the gallbladder. Orange, it's detoxing from the joints. And yeah, there's like a bunch of different other ones. Very, very cool. I don't know exactly how this works, but I'm buying it. I mean, fuck it, why not, right? I feel like it's mostly kind of orangey right now. We'll see if it changes.
A few moments later.
Ew, bro. What is that? Okay, it's looking mostly orangey red at this point, but there's also these like black flecks that are coming out now, if you can see those. Gnarly, hey? Okay, so we are officially 91 days out from the wedding. I just checked the website. 91 days. I'm terrified. Anyways, I want to show you guys some more wedding prep beauty stuff that I'm doing. So I recently had a consultation with an esthetician, and this is someone that my, functional practitioner and nutritionist, Leslie, set me up with. She was like, let me find someone in your area who uses Skin Better Science products because I think they're the absolute best. And so she found this woman. I went to her for a consult. It was absolutely amazing. I did this whole thing where like you put your face in this thing and it takes pictures of your skin, and then it evaluates your skin on all these different levels in terms of like aging, wrinkles, breakouts, like so many things. And it shows you it with all these different colorations. You can basically see like, it's almost like putting your skin under like a blue light or like a microscope. So where you can see all the different things that maybe even aren't even visible to the naked eye yet, but that are underneath the other layers of your skin. It tells your skin age, how you're doing in every category of your skin compared to, the other, like what percentile you're in compared to other people with your similar skin type. So my skin age is 23. Okay. So I was like, wow, she's got young skin. But as you guys know, I have melasma and I struggle here and there with acne, mostly around certain parts of my cycle. And it was really bad around Christmas time. And I figured it was just because of eating a bunch of sweets and Christmas cookies and all the things. But then it also in my cycle in January was really bad. So now it's end of Feb. I had this consult and she gave me a lot of confidence about some things that we could do to try to improve my skin and just make sure it's the best that it can be before the wedding. And I know that on camera, my skin looks really amazing. And actually, to be fair, it has been looking a lot better, but I will also try to film and show you guys some of what we're gonna do today because I'm gonna have my first microneedling experience. So we're gonna do skin pen. It's supposed to be the best of the best when it comes to microneedling. I've done nano needling before, but I've never actually done microneedling. So I'm a little bit nervous, but I am excited. And I also wanna show you all the products that I've been using. Just, I don't know, in case any other girlies out there are like struggling with their skin just in general, or especially if you're getting married and there's just something that you really want to like look and feel your best for and glow. These products have been everything. And I'm pretty sure you have to get them through an esthetician, but you could look for someone in your area that is like a really good esthetician that does Skin Better Science. So this is the product. Also, this is totally not sponsored. Like this is $1,000 of skincare. So also not trying to gatekeep, but to get every single product that she recommended that I get, it was quite literally over $1,000 in skincare. So not to say that you would need all of these things, but also just to be totally transparent about the situation, okay? This is not a Skin Better Science product, but she told me this Cispera. She was like, if you use this every day for 30 days, and of course, beyond that, she was like, so much of your pigment from the melasma is going to go down a ton. And she showed me pictures. It smells disgusting. You put it on your face, it smells like burnt hair, but I've been using it. And I do think that some of the pigment in my melasma patches, like if you have skin discoloration or dark marks or anything, this is an intensive pigment corrector. So we're using that. Now, the Skin Better Science products that I'm using are the just gentle like cleansing gel, and then there's like a foaming cleanser for like a double night cleanse at night. There's a detoxifying mask. There are these Alpha Ret exfoliating peel pads. I've only done these twice so far, but that's supposed to help a lot with texture and exfoliation. This is an alternative to tretinoin. So this Alpha Ret overnight cream, I just started using because I've been using tretinoin for over 2 years at this point, and she was like, you know, the dermatologists swear by tretinoin. It's like the holy grail. I feel like they recommend it to everybody, and I think they just think the whole world should be on tretinoin. And it definitely has helped me with my skin, but it just wasn't enough. And it also is really drying. So she was like, I want to see what would happen if we moved you off of tretinoin and used this retinoid as well. So it's also a retinoid, but she said it's more hydrating or less drying than the tretinoin. So I don't know. I stopped taking the tretinoin for like a week so far, nothing too crazy, but I'm just worried because it's such a sensitive time frame that if I do too much change or do anything too crazy, I don't want any reactions or anything wild to happen to my skin. So I don't know, but I'll keep you guys updated. And then this is called the Alto Advanced Defense and Repair Serum. I'm using this as well. And then this is for evening out your skin tone. It's called the Even Intensive Skin Tone Correcting Serum. This moisturizer is so nice. Oh my goodness. It's so creamy and like really moisturizing, but not thick and rich. Like it still feels light afterwards, so I love that. You guys, this little bottle was, I want to say like $225. That's how you know you're desperate. Your bride era will make you desperate. It'll make you do things like spend $225 on this little bottle. So it better make me look fucking good. And then this is the sunscreen. Now, it does not smell very good. I don't like the smell. It's kind of thick, but it's tinted, which is really important. I didn't know this. If you have melasma, you really need to do a tinted sunscreen instead of just a white or like a sheer sunscreen. It needs to be tinted. I think it also helps that I basically wear makeup every day for my job in terms of just not getting the color darkened by sun and whatnot. But this is SPF 75. Oh my gosh. And this makes you glow. Like several people in person have been like, oh my gosh, your skin is looking so good right now. You're so glowy. I was on a FaceTime with someone and they were like, what have you been doing on your skin? It looks so good. It's this. It's this sunscreen. I swear to God. I mean, maybe it's the whole regimen. Let's hope it's the whole regimen. But truly, this sunscreen makes you glow like no other. So that's the routine. It's Skin Better Science in case anyone needs it or is interested. But come along with me today. I'm about to go get microneedling. I'll show you my skin. I'm probably gonna be red afterwards. And let's pray that this helps me get better, because we're gonna maybe try to do 2 or 3 of these in the next 90 days before the wedding. Ah! Okay, come with me. This only ever happens when you are in a hurry. You get stuck at the friggin' drawbridge. I'm gonna be 10 minutes late. Oh my God. So because I'm stuck at this bridge, I am going to take advantage and take my makeup off in the car before I get there. I was like doing a bunch of things before this, recording a podcast. So I had a full face on, and normally they'll just like wash your face as part of the facial. But since I'm gonna be late, might as well help a sister out and get part of that job done. Okay, I'm getting all numbed up. Nummy. Courtney's gonna put this plastic wrap on my face to speed up the numbing. Perfect. Casual. We're doing skin pen today, which is gonna break up my melasma. What else is skin pen really good for?
It
Like, what else
reduces
do
fine
people-
lines and wrinkles. It turns the cells over. You're just gonna look brighter, tighter, refreshed. It makes the pores smaller. So it really does everything, tone, texture, and just makes you look, like, makes your skin like Benjamin Button. You get a 400% increase in your collagen after 3 of them.
400%.
400%.
Wow.
And there's almost no downtime with it. You'll be red for about a day, and then you'll have a couple days of dryness, and that's it.
Okay, I'm all done. My face feels like it's on fire, and I'm leaving. I look so crazy right now, I know. I'm leaving with this CO2 mask on. It's gonna help like calm it down, but look how red I am, you guys. Look at that. Let's pray that this is gonna do what it needs to do, because this is not okay.
I got a wish list. I just want you. Oh, they want 3 hours.
How the fuck am I supposed to walk through the lobby of my building? This is like no melting into my mouth. I'm fucking eating this. How the fuck am I supposed to walk through the lobby of my building? Look at this. I look like an apocalyptic zombie right now. Wish me luck. I hope I see absolutely nobody in this elevator. You guys, I'm crying. There was a guy coming out of the elevator when I was getting in, and I like tried to turn my head to the side so that he wouldn't be scared. Hi. Okay, I'm gonna go take this off. I was gonna stop and get food after my facial because I figured I'll be red, but like whatever, I'll just put my hat on, it won't be that bad. But I didn't realize that I was gonna be coming home in this mask looking like a literal zombie. So I had to Uber Eats everything, and I basically just need to hide in my house now for the next 24 hours. Okay, it's the next day. It's been just about 24 hours since the skin pen, since the microneedling. And as you can see, a lot of the redness has gone down. It's basically gone away entirely. I have not washed my face or done anything to it yet. It is a little bit swollen. Like, it's probably hard for you to tell, but when I look in the mirror, I can see, and when I turn to the side, I can see that this is like puffed up a little bit, and my eyelids are quite like puffy and swollen. I had some breakouts and like dark marks over here, so she like really went in on those, so it's a little bit more red. And it's just so crazy like how much my skin changes depending on the lighting that I'm in, and I just basically mean like the melasma and how it looks. So right now I'm facing some natural lighting, but if we were to come over here into like, look at how different that is. So now this looks so much darker, right? And you can see that's where she really tried to break up, because that's my biggest melasma spot is right there. And then the cheeks are getting a lot better with the dark marks, but those are my biggest like problem areas. I'm definitely like puffy and swollen, but definitely less scary than yesterday. And hopefully it just keeps getting better. So it is the first week of April now, which means we are exactly 8 weeks away from the wedding, which is crazy. And I've been so deep in final work stuff, and I'm running a brand new program right now, and just trying to like get through this last sprint of work before I can really drop in and focus on all of the wedding things fully. But it has been really stressful, I'm not gonna lie. I just feel like there's so much to focus on with the business and with work and with clients right now that I haven't really had a lot of space mentally to really be in the wedding bubble or even ordering any of my outfits. There's just so many things that I still need to do, and I don't feel ready. But in terms of updating you guys on beauty treatments and things, today I look crazy right now because I just went to get my Botox before the wedding, and I got a little bit of top up in my lip filler. I'm gonna try to show you closer up because the camera does do me a lot of favors and makes the skin look better than what's actually happening. But my skin, I've been pretty stressed recently, and so I feel like my skin is just a little bit angry right now, and so I'm having some breakouts. And also, if you guys remember when I did the skin pen microneedling. Those are injection marks from the Botox today. We're still working on the melasma, and hopefully the skin pen is gonna help with that, but it's kind of been clearing a bit in the cheek areas. The forehead is still like the worst area, and then I just have some breakouts happening again, probably because of stress and also because I did another skin pen treatment. So I waited 4 weeks and then I had my second one, and then I might do a third one before the wedding in like another 4 weeks time, but they are kind of causing me to purge a little bit afterwards with the breakouts, and I don't know if I'm gonna be mentally stable enough to be going through this when I'm 3 or 4 weeks away from my wedding, just because my skin has obviously been a huge thing for me for the past like 10 years, just with melasma and acne and perioral dermatitis and like a lot of the other things that I've dealt with. I feel like there's always something going on with my skin that I'm really trying to like treat and work on and heal. So full transparency, not feeling great right now, but I'm trusting the process. And also just like knowing that once I get through this final work sprint in the next couple of weeks, when I have more downtime, I'm setting myself up for a little bit of a wedding leave, if you will, where I'm not going to be as deep in the weeds with clients and coaching and calls and Telegram and a lot of the things that I regularly am doing, so that I have the spaciousness to actually like reset my nervous system, de-stress a little bit, be in the wedding bubble, get all the final things together before we're traveling to Spain. And I'm hoping that that's really going to help me. My lips, they're great. They're going to look perfect for the wedding day. The Botox is going to kick in. I'm getting it. I don't like super frozen. I like to still have expression and to feel like I look natural. So that's why I decided to do the Botox 8 weeks before the actual wedding, because I found that the last time I did it around the 2-month mark was when I really liked the way that it was just keeping my forehead lines really smooth, and I just want the makeup on my wedding day to lay really smooth, but I don't want to be super frozen. So this is the supplement situation at the moment. These are all of my supplements in a giant plastic bin, permanently out on my kitchen counter because I have such bad object impermanence that if I don't see all of these, I won't be taking them. And so we have all of them stored right here for me. These are all mine, just mine. And then this is my little bin where I can go in and take today's. So let's get our breakfast pills going. Awesome. And then we also have a bunch more in these big fat pill containers. So this has been my life for the past 6 to 9 months, I want to say. And I'm finally kind of coming down to a more reasonable protocol. This is like not that many pills. It used to be 10 to 12 pills 4 times a day, which was crazy. So we're getting there. We're on the healing protocol. 39 days until the wedding. I'm coming in with another update for you guys on beauty and wellness things that are happening in the lead up. Right now, I've just been walking on my walking pad while doing some work, and this has been such a good thing for me in terms of being able to get my steps in that I want to be getting in leading up to the wedding. I was honestly, before I had this walking pad, I was really struggling to get 10,000 steps a day. And to be honest, sometimes just depending on what I'm doing that day for work, sometimes I'm sitting here at the desk and I have calls and projects and podcasting and things where I am just like sitting a lot. And so to have this walking pad and this kind of like standing little, it's not even a desk, I'll show you it in a second. It's just been really helpful for me to get my steps in. So I've been doing that. I have some little ankle weights on. You can see those. We're really getting it in. And then today I'm going to get laser hair removal, which I honestly hate. I haven't done this in well over a year, probably like a year and a half at this point, but I do need a touch up because you kind of have to keep getting it updated every so often. And I just don't want to be having to like shave my armpits or honestly the hoo-ha for my trip to Spain. So hopefully this one touch-up appointment is enough because I don't have enough time to do more than one, because we're down to like the 5-week, 6-week window at this point, and you can't do laser too many times in a row. Like there has to be a certain amount of time in between. And also I need to start being out in the sun and I need to tan, and you can't do that and laser at the same time. So this is my solution. I'm just gonna do one touch-up appointment. I'll take you guys with me. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to film in there, but we will see. It is my least favorite experience ever. It is like torture. Anyone who says that it doesn't hurt, I don't believe you. I numb myself for about 45 minutes before I even go there, because that is the only way that I can withstand a full Brazilian laser and the armpit laser, which honestly just hurts so fucking bad. So this is the little like acrylic stand that I have happening, and I just have my laptop on top of it so that I can either be on calls, talking to clients or talking to team members while I'm on the walking pad, or I have my actual like desk over here, which is a little bit of a mess because I was just podcasting, but then I have like my desktop and all the ring lights and everything over there. But this setup has been helping me get so many more steps. Okay, We made it to the appointment. I'm a few minutes early and I'm just adjusting my my saran wrap. Once you put the numbing cream on, you put some saran wrap over it and that helps it stay. And yes, I do have the vag saran wrapped as well. All right, let's go in. I hate this so much. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Okay, we survived. It wasn't as bad. It still hurts like a bitch, but it wasn't as bad. Thank God I put the numbing cream on before. She gave me some extra for next time, in case there is a next time. So the girl that I always used to go to doesn't work here anymore. So I was with this new girl and she was like, yeah, so the girl that used to do your laser like had you on pretty crazy high settings, and she's like, you can definitely go up that high because of how like fair your skin is. But she's like, since you haven't been here in a while, like I'm gonna like knock it down a few notches. So I think that helped in not making it as bad. But I was like, yeah, she definitely was, I don't know what she was doing to me in the past. But when I tell you that I would sweat through the paper on it's like the paper that they have at like the doctor's office, the hygienic paper that you lay on, I would like sweat through it because of the anxiety and just like squeezing the stress balls like every time they're hammering me with the laser. And I would have like red, huge like bumps, welts like afterwards, like from just like the intensity of it. And I would have to like ice myself that night. It was like crazy. She was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that high. So hopefully it's not as bad as in the past. It definitely like didn't hurt as bad. So I think it's a good sign so far. But anyways, the things that we do to look good, feel good, it is worth it though. It is important because it makes my life so much easier. Like the glory of not having to shave your armpits, I can't even describe it. And I miss it because my hair definitely grows back again. So fingers crossed that this one touch up is enough because I don't have enough time to do another one before the wedding, but we shall see. The hair transformation is underway for all my haters who said that I needed to get my roots done. Annabelle's fixing it, okay?
Or for the ones that said they wanted you to go brunette.
Yeah, for anyone who says I want to go brunette or you want me to go brunette, I know you're
Not
a hater.
today.
No Hailey Bieber requests in here. Annabelle's been doing my hair for like 3 or 4 years. The way that I found you, I asked my Instagram stories and someone shouted you out in my question box, specifically you. So we're freshening up the blonde. Whatever happens today is the look for the wedding. So let's hope we love it.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited too. And then next week I'm coming to get extensions. I've never had extensions in my life, but I figured
Now's the time.
now's the time. Wow, it's so blonde actually.
I'm obsessed.
Oh my God. Whenever it grows out, I'm like, oh, I could be brunette. But then I like get my blonde refresh and I'm like,
I'm feeling fab, I'm feeling free, I feel exceptionally me.
okay, I'm just checking the wedding countdown. 23 days left. 23 days, we're getting so close. So with all of this beauty and wellness prep, one of the things that I have to tell you about is a lymphatic drainage massage that I got 2 days ago. And I had only ever had one lymphatic drainage massage in the past, and it was years ago, and it was when I was living in Spain. And I remember being underwhelmed by it because I felt like it was just a really light massage. But that was just when like the lymphatic drainage craze was kind of starting to happen. And I also was in Spain, which things tend to arrive there a little bit later. So I was like, oh, maybe it was just like a bad one, but I'd never had another one after that until 2 days ago. Now, I know more about lymphatic drainage now. It's not like an enjoyable, relaxing type of massage. It's like a very specific technique to drain the lymph and reduce inflammation. So I knew that going in, but I did not know how extremely painful it was going to be. It was like one of the worst experiences that I've had, I have to say. It was so not enjoyable. I was hoping and praying for it to end and be over. I was like trying to take deep breaths through it. I was sweating through the table. My thighs were soaked in sweat. They were rubbing against each other because of how like intense it was and the way that they just like rub on your abdomen. Like I was like, oh my God. And then like they use these tools. It's almost like a giant gua sha, but for your like abdomen. And she would like rub it and I could hear it scraping against my abs. Like in the parts of your body where you're a little bit softer, it's not as bad, but like this top, like my upper abs are pretty defined. And so when she's like scraping that on, you hear the sound of like the tool like, oh! I hated it. I hated it. It was so painful. It wasn't like every second of it was painful, but just like overall, it was not fun. And then the legs, like when they get the inner part of like the inside of the knee area and then the inner thigh. Oh, your inner thighs are like so tender and sensitive and then they're just rubbing them. But I think the worst part was like she spent so much time on my abdomen. I would say almost an hour probably. So any part of your body that you're gonna like rub and touch over and over again for over an hour is just gonna be so sore after. So the next day, my stomach was just so sore to the touch. I was walking the dog and the leash would like graze my stomach and it would, oh, it just hurts so bad. I'm like, do people like this? I'm so confused, so genuinely confused. And I saw at the spa that there's like memberships where you can get 2 massages a month. And I'm like, I would actually hate to have 2 of these massages a month. I thought I was gonna go and do another one before the wedding. And I'm like, I don't think I wanna do that again. So I might try something different. I'm thinking about getting a specific like face massage. What are they called? Like a buccal massage? Like where they really go inside of like the mouth and like really massage out. Cause I have super, super tense jaw, TMJ kind of situation. And I just want like a really good like face massage to like snatch me here before. And I thought I was gonna get that from the facial lymphatic, but actually on the face, she was really light. And I wished that she would have like gotten into like the knots in my face muscles here and like done more, but I guess it's a different. She showed me the photos of before and after. I really didn't see a difference if I'm being totally honest. I'm just gonna try to dry brush because I never do that. I have one, but I never do it. I'm gonna try to dry brush at night before I shower and also just surrender of like, this is the body that I'm getting married in at this point. And I just have to like be excited and be happy. So that's where I'm at. So I'm back for round 2 of a hydrocolonic and another coffee enema. I didn't really want to come and do this today, but I already had it booked, so I'm here. It's never like the most exciting or fun thing to do, but I wanted to do one more before we leave for the wedding. We have about 10 days left before we leave. And I feel like last time, I think it was mostly from the coffee enema, if I'm being honest, but maybe also from the hydrocolonic because it like hydrates you from within, all of the water that's like going into your intestines, it like absorbs the hydration. But afterwards, I really do feel like there was a noticeable difference in my skin glowing more. And there are very few things that I can say have ever done that for me. Like it's always so hard for me to tell if something is making a difference or working. And that was one thing where after I had that, I was actually like, wow, my skin is really glowy. And multiple people had said that to me too and complimented me on it, which also is like, it stands out, it's rare. You're like, okay, so I'm doing something right. So I'm just gonna be sitting here for about an hour probably. So it's like 45 minutes for the hydrocolonic and then 20 minutes for the coffee enema. So just chilling. We're talking about beauty and wellness prep for the wedding. We have to talk about makeup. I'm not very good at makeup. I'm not very talented. I don't know any cool tricks. I just do like the basic stuff, foundation, concealer, blush, bronzer, etc. But I don't really know how to contour or do any fancy stuff. But I decided to get some new products and challenge myself. So I did my makeup today and I'm gonna show you a bunch of the new products that I just got. I don't know, I'm kind of liking it. I think this is pretty. And I tried to contour. If you're a makeup girly, don't judge me, okay? I tried my best. I don't really know what I'm doing, but let's see. I'll show you guys what I got. We did a Sephora haul. And I'm gonna show you everything that I got inside. So I first just got some fresh brushes because if you're like me, you don't clean your brushes nearly as often as you should, and sometimes you just need to get some new ones. Then I got the Maui Babe tanning lotion because I need to get a good deep tan before this wedding. If you've never tried this, this was my holy grail in high school. This will make you so tan so fast. It's not a fake tanner. You put it on when you go outside in the sun. You just have to be careful with it so you don't get sunburned, but holy shit, it makes you so tan. So we got some of that. I also got the Viral Westmore Beauty Body Coverage Perfector, and I tried it today on my arms, and I think I really like it. What I think this is gonna be really good for is for legs, especially like back of legs and like shins. You know when you're wearing dresses and you just need your skin to look really hydrated and blurred and glowy. This is what that does, and it comes, or you gotta get the giant puff brush that comes with it. So then you can like buff it into your skin really evenly. And it's supposed to be transfer proof. So you let it sit for a couple of minutes. And then after that, it will not transfer to clothes, sheets. I think I survived putting this white tank top on without getting anything on it. So far so good. I got one more thing for the body. It's this Moroccan oil shimmering body oil. I've been wanting a really glowy, sparkly kind of body oil for summer for so long. And this one just looked really beautiful. So you just take a little bit and rub it in. It kind of gives you like a little sparkly glow. The only thing with oils is I'm always worried about them transferring, but there's also a really amazing Kopari sunscreen that I'm obsessed with. The ones in the spray bottle, but it like is so glowy. They're so good. Oh my God. And they smell amazing. Those, if you're actually gonna be outside in a bikini or tanning, like that will make you look so fucking flawless and gorgeous. So I love those, the Kopari glowy like sunscreens. They're amazing. Okay, for makeup stuff, something that I really wanted to try is this Mary Phillips underpainting palette. You're supposed to use this before any of your other makeup. So you like paint your face underneath your makeup, and it's a way to like contour and carve out the cheekbones and highlight and all those things. You can also overpaint, like you can do a base foundation and then use this to go in as your contour, but I've just seen so many people use this and it looks so good on them. So I did use it today, but I put it back in the packaging so that you guys could see. So you gotta get the matching brush with it. This is gonna be the like contour bronzer side, and this is going to be the highlight and color corrector side. So I got the shade Light, and basically there's a color corrector, 2 highlighters, and 2 contour shades when you open it up. So I got this Yves Saint Laurent blush because I saw someone use it and it looked so gorgeous on them. This is a shade that I wouldn't have naturally been drawn to myself if I hadn't seen someone use this exact shade. So this is the Make Me Blush in shade 12, which is called Honeymoon. Stop. It's called Honeymoon. Oh my God. I'm bringing this to Mallorca for sure. So cute. It's like a little bit darker than something that I would ever naturally be drawn to for blush, but on, it actually looks really pretty. I am wearing it right now. So I got this Hourglass bronzer, lighting bronzer in shade Ambient. It looks like this. I saw a makeup artist use this and it looked really good. So I don't know, I was influenced, very easily influenced. Now for lips, there's a couple of things I got. I got some of the Mary Phillips products that kind of go with the underpainting situation. Now, something that you can also do with the underpaint is you can take one of the contour shades and you can, this is what she actually does when she does Hailey Bieber's lips, is you, with this small side of the brush, you contour around the lips, like as if you're overlining with the contour shade, and then you kind of like buff it a little bit. And so it gives even more of kind of like a shadow around the lips to make your lips look a little bit more plump and bigger. So I did that with the underpainting palette. And then I went in with the, again, Mary Phillips Overliner Lip Pencil. This one wasn't my shade of choice, but the one that I wanted was not in stock. And listen, I'm impatient, so I just got whatever. But it's kind of like this brownie, light, nudish color, but it actually turned out to be a good color to overline with because it's not too like dark, like it is kind of a nudie color. I normally use the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk liner, like that's my signature lip when I'm gonna do my lips, but I don't know. I kind of like this nudie pout that we have happening. And then I got this Makeup Forever lip liner. This is another one that is a classic that Hailey Bieber uses a lot if you want to try to get her lip look. And this is like one of the most popular shades that everybody loves. It's called Wherever Walnut. So this Makeup Forever lip pencil is kind of what I lined my lips with today. And then I went in with the Mary Phillips Lip Siggy. It's like a lip cigarette. It's really cute. It's tiny. You just like throw it in your pocket or your purse. It's like super small. And I got this one in the shade First Base. Ooh, so then I put this kind of like in the center, and it's really hydrating and smooth. It's not like a dry lipstick. It's a very smooth lipstick. And then I would probably take one of my favorite Rhode lip balms. This one is the shade Salty Tan. And I would probably just go over everything to add a little bit of gloss with this. Then we have the Kosas concealer. I've been wanting to try this because so many people use this and rave about it and love it. So my favorite concealer is the NARS Creamy Concealer. Like, I stan the NARS Creamy Concealer, and I will forever use that all the time, especially for covering my melasma. And I dab it in with my finger, the pad of my finger, and it stays and it covers so well, and I love the texture. It's like my favorite. But I wanted to get this because people say this is really good specifically for the under eye. So I tried this out today. This is the Kosas Super Creamy and Brightening Concealer, and I got it in the shade 1N, very light with neutral peach undertones, because I wanted a little bit of a lighter shade, because I'm not gonna use it like just for color correcting. I'm using it for kind of brightening in the under eyes. And then setting sprays. So I've been using the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray, but what I learned from makeup artists on the internet is that there's a lot of different kinds and uses of setting sprays. And that one is really good to melt the layers of makeup together, especially if you're powdering or contouring or whatever, like trying to make everything one layer so it looks more skin-like and kind of gives you this dewy look. And I will say the Charlotte Tilbury is really good at giving a dewy look, but it doesn't fully lock in and fix the makeup and make it stay and not move. Like, I feel like with Charlotte Tilbury, because it makes you look so dewy, if you touch your face at all, like your makeup just kind of like slides around. So I learned that I need like a closing setting spray. I got two because I am forever a stan of the Urban Decay all-nighter. Like, this was my go-to in high school and college. It's really good. They changed the formula recently, so some people are kind of off of it, but I wanted to try this new yellow version of it. If you haven't seen this one, the all-nighter glow finish. We're trying her. And then I also got this one because everyone is obsessed with it. And this one kind of seems more like, I would use this for more serious like setting situations when I need everything to be really locked in. This is the One Size On Till Dawn Mattifying Waterproof Setting Spray. So this is like when you're ready to lock in my head. So different setting sprays for different uses. Those are all the things I got. It was obviously a lot, but also I'm getting married and I'm going on a mini moon, and your girl wants to look cute. So I tried everything today. There's the blush situation. Oh, and I also got this, I forgot to show you this. I got this brown eyeliner, just a Maybelline. I just grabbed it at Target. Master Precise All Day Liquid Eyeliner. I am so bad at eyeliner, and I have never in my life been able to do a wing, but I always want to do it because it gives such like a nice like lifted look to the face. So I tried it today, but I don't like hard or thick liner, so I kind of just did one little wispy line, and then I used like an eyeliner brush to almost like blend it into the lid. It's not perfect, okay, but like, unless you're gonna be this close up to me, like, I feel like we're kind of getting the job done. I'm gonna keep getting better. Again, I'm not very good, but we're learning. I've been watching so many videos on Instagram and I'm trying to get better because I wanna look cute for all my wedding events, and I'm unfortunately not gonna have a professional makeup artist there for everything. So this is the stuff. If you wanna try anything, let me know how you like it. Okay, we're about to go in with the extensions. I wish I could blow dry my hair like this.
I'll teach you.
It's mostly the front part, right?
Yeah.
I need a big round brush.
It's all like, as soon as your hair is wet, don't let it dry.
Okay.
And you just push this. Do you see this?
Yeah.
You gotta push it forward.
Okay.
And then
but then you take
go
the whole
out. Yeah.
front piece and roll it back with
Yes.
the round brush.
Exactly.
I know, because it
And
does
then
make
it'll
the
just
front look
fall.
nice. The color looks so good, Annabelle.
I know.
Really killed it.
Annabelle.
Okay, here's the final look. It took us 4 hours, but the hair is in. Color blend is insane. And we were gonna do some pieces here to fill out the kind of gaps that I have in the front. But she said because I'm doing slick back for my wedding, it would probably make it a little bit bumpy right here, and I want to do like a true slick back. So we're not going to do those pieces today, and I'm just going to wait until my next move up after the wedding to get those final pieces put in here, and then it will really, really even like blend better just with the length. But I didn't get it really too long at all. I just wanted it to look natural and really blend with my hair and give me more volume, and also so that I can have like a thick ponytail, and I'm just, yeah, excited to have new hair. So I'm back home from the wedding now, and I just wanted to give my final thoughts on all of the health and wellness prep and everything that I did. I ultimately felt so good on my wedding day, and I feel like towards the end of all of the preparation, I really felt like I couldn't see any difference, and I think it's just because I was so tunnel vision in the obsession of wanting to like look and feel my absolute best that I didn't even notice like all the micro changes that were happening. So many people actually who hadn't seen me in a while once I got to Spain were like, oh my gosh, you look so much skinnier, you look so good, you look so toned. And I was like, really? And then I was seeing myself in photographs, and I was like, wow, my arms like actually do look really nice, and I'm like so proud of them, and like my abs were super defined, and I just like felt really good in my body. But it didn't feel that way very close to the wedding. So I think like if you are preparing for a big event in your life, you always have to remember that you're with yourself and you're seeing yourself every day, and so it is harder to notice those changes, but to not get discouraged. And if you are really working hard towards a goal of like wanting to look and feel your best, to just do the basic things. Like when I look back at everything that I did, I spent tens of thousands of dollars on beauty and wellness prep, and I went way deeper into all of this on the podcast episode where I cover everything. But a lot of that stuff was extra, and it was because I could, and because I wanted to experiment, and because it was a really good excuse in my life to like do those things and take advantage of this season, and if not now, then when kind of vibes. But really, I think the things that made the biggest difference for me in terms of me looking and feeling my best were the simple things, like walking more. I was getting 10K plus steps every single day because I had my walking pad and I was walking more outside. My workouts of doing 2 days of weightlifting, 2 days of Pilates, and then running, which is something that I never used to do, but I really think that challenging myself more with cardio made a huge difference to my physique. So I hate running. I've always said I was never gonna run, but forcing myself to kind of like get back into it and not do it like all the time, but I would just run like once a week. And I got up to being able to run for like 45 minutes, like without stopping. And that was like really amazing for me. So having a combination of like weightlifting, Pilates, and running, that was the best thing that I could have done. And then also just like taking care of what I was eating and my diet and things, being as anti-inflammatory as possible. I was trying my best to go without dairy or gluten or eggs. I really reduced my sugar intake towards the end, like the last couple weeks before the wedding. And I think those were the things that made the biggest difference. I also am so happy with how like my hair turned out and the extensions and everything. It just made me feel so confident throughout my trip. But to not stress yourself out and to also not think that you need to do all these things and spend so much money and go crazy. Truly, the basics are the things that work the best. And if you stick to those, you're gonna look and feel amazing. And even if you're getting close to your wedding and you're like, I don't think I'm like looking the way I wanna look, it's because you can't truly see yourself and just trust the process. You're gonna look fucking amazing. So anyway, that's my experience with prepping for the wedding. I'm so happy with how everything turned out. I've been sharing tons of content on my Instagram, more photos to come when I get them back from my photographer and videographers and all those things. So follow along on Instagram at _SamanthaDaily if you want more wedding content and to just stay up to date on all the things. I love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.